Is the paradise of your dreams awaiting you in Phuket, Thailand? Well, it's my hope that by the end of this video, you can get closer to answering that question for yourself. After spending time there earlier this year, I've got to say I was blown away by the nature, food, and endless amount of adventure, just to name a few. So let's talk more about Phuket and why it's so popular. It is the largest island in Thailand and also a province too. Although an island, you may be surprised to hear that over 70% of the area is comprised of mountainous landscapes. Great for you adventure seekers. Did you know that there are over 100,000 expats currently living in Phuket? Not only can you hang out on the island, but you can also visit close, gorgeous places, such as the Phi Phi Islands or the Phang Nga Bay, otherwise known as the James Bond Island. And there is no end to the beach life. Seriously, there are so many beaches in Phuket. The Patong Beach area is famous for their nightlife, partying, and food. There's the quieter Kata Beach, and many more such as Banana, Freedom, and Kamala Beach. Overall, the nightlife and entertainment aspect of living in Phuket is on another level, and you'll have access to tons of amenities such as high-quality healthcare. More to come on these topics shortly. Let's discuss now prices and cost of living in Phuket. So according to expatism.com, the cost of living in Phuket for a single individual is estimated to be 51,514 Thai baht, which is about 1,459 USD using today's exchange rate. So this is an average number, right? And you could actually get by on less or more depending on your location and how you spend money on different things such as your healthcare needs, entertainment, food, and so on. I want to share with you now, friends, some of my costs during my time in Phuket. If you're a big pizza guy like me, then you'll love how pizza costs around 200 to 350 Thai baht, which is basically between $5.50 to $8.50. Not bad, right? And the pizza I ordered was extremely yummy. The ice cream selection is huge. Many options to choose from, starting as low as 10 Thai baht or 28 cents, going up to 60 Thai baht, $1.70, and about 100 Thai baht, $2.83 for a tub of ice cream. When it comes to eating out, not fine dining, but just eating outside, I found that in more touristy areas, food can range from 150 to 250 Thai baht, which is $4.25 to $7 on average. There are definitely more expensive options, especially if you're fine dining. And seafood can be a bit more expensive too. But if you keep an eye out, you can definitely find delicious and cheap Thai foods for under 100 Thai baht. A traditional Thai massage can range from 200 to 300 Thai baht, which is $5.50 to $8.50 range. I got a very ticklish fish foot massage for 100 Thai baht. I found that coffees and teas can range from 50 to 100 Thai baht. I also took the liberty of pulling up rent costs. We can see that you can find a place to stay as low as 16,000 Thai baht, which is just over $450 per month. But also rental prices just go up from there to 40,000 Thai baht or 1,113 US dollars, or potentially more in expensive or resort-like areas. Finding a good deal shouldn't be an issue, just make sure you properly research each area first, and I definitely recommend visiting Phuket for yourself to see what both the day and night life look like in the areas that you're looking to live. In terms of transportation, having a scooter is much more affordable than owning a car. Plus, driving a scooter around is both convenient and can be a lot of fun. You'll just want to be careful on the roads not to go too fast and be a defensive driver. So overall, the cost of living in Thailand is much more affordable compared to places like the USA. So your purchasing power will be much greater and your money will last you longer. Granted, you don't go too crazy on spending. It's still a good idea here to track your expenditures because those small purchases can really add up, and the last thing you want is to run out of money while living overseas. I want to share with you now the climate and natural views in Phuket. I honestly can completely understand why people love Thailand and Phuket in particular for its white and soft sandy beaches. The water is incredibly blue and clear. I remember when I was taking the bus and I saw the beaches for the first time. It is something I will never forget. The weather, on the other hand, is definitely hot and humid, which can kind of suck the energy out of you, but gets better as you get used to it. The average annual or yearly temperature in Phuket is 77 degrees Fahrenheit, with August on average being the most humid at around 80% relative humidity. Temperatures can also range from 75 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, with the hottest months being in March through April. A nice thing though is that there can be rain showers to help you cool off, with the rainy season being from May to October. Here is a nice little visual representation for you. So if beach life is your thing, Phuket will absolutely not disappoint. On to lifestyle and the endless amount of things that you can do in Phuket. In addition to the beach life and taking in the natural views, There's honestly so much to do and it's very hard to feel bored. A big part of the Thai culture is the traditional Thai massage. So you'll notice that there are so many massage parlors, seriously, too many to count. This is a wonderful opportunity to settle down while you're living or retiring there. So a traditional Thai massage is different in that you don't stay motionless the whole time. Instead, you typically lie down on a mat and they will bend or manipulate your body in different ways. The goal is to stretch the body in ways that ultimately alleviate pain, reduce stress, increase flexibility, and much more. Before visiting Thailand, I was a little nervous to get a traditional Thai massage because I've heard that it can be a bit painful. But fortunately, I didn't find it painful at all. My wife, on the other hand, is a bit more fragile and sensitive, so her story is a bit different from mine and she felt some pain during hers. But my wife said after the pain she felt super relieved. So there's that. And of course you can talk to your masseuse or the person giving you the massage to let them know if it's too much or not enough. There are foot and leg massages and so much more you can do. The spa life is incredible. Other things to do include experiencing the beautiful wildlife, such as visiting an elephant sanctuary. I will never forget how I felt when first seeing the elephants. I immediately felt like this emotional connection and could tell that they are amazing and intelligent creatures. Then of course there is the nightlife and partying aspect of living in Phuket, which we all know is, well, it's lit. If you're big on the partying scene, then Phuket will be a great place for you. But the awesome thing here is that if you want to settle down, that's definitely possible too. One note I want to add is that it can get very crowded, especially during peak tourist seasons. Just be careful to look out for things such as pickpocketing and scams. Okie dokie, let's talk about transportation. When it comes to transportation in Phuket, there are so many options that are both cheap and convenient. As mentioned previously, there is the Smart Bus that has a total of 12 stops, and there are so many other options such as riding a scooter, taking a motorcycle taxi, a taxi shuttle, jump on a tuk-tuk, order a Grab, etc. Just look out for possible scams because you are a foreigner, and locals could be tempted to overcharge you for certain services, but the longer you stay the better because you'll get good at knowing the prices. I want to share with you now about the topic of food, which is delicious and overall very affordable. In Phuket, you'll always have convenient food options. The grilled meats are heavenly. I love trying out the mango sticky rice. I'm craving it right now, not gonna lie. The fried noodles or pad thai is a go-to staple. I'm a sucker for Thai food, so I couldn't get enough of the food with its blend of spices, and there are many spicy and not spicy options available. I mentioned pizza earlier, but yeah, there are a lot of Western options and sweet treats, so that shouldn't be a concern. The fast food options are definitely not as broad as the USA, but if you can adapt to the local food, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a hard time leaving. On top of that, it's very easy to order food and have it delivered from companies like GrabFood. Or there's a very popular option called Food Panda, which is also a food delivery service and started in Singapore in 2012 and has spread to 11 markets today in Asia. Okay, on to one of the best and most important topics, people and communication. I found the Thai people to be very sweet and fun to talk with. You can get by speaking English, especially in touristy areas, but it's a good idea to brush up on your Thai too, since English isn't the main language spoken and is not a second language like it is in other Southeast Asian countries like Malaysia or the Philippines. But remember, there are technology tools such as Google Translate that can definitely come in handy too. Another great way to get acclimated to Phuket is to learn about the culture. A great way to go about this is to look for and attend festivals. There are many exciting festivals that happen, such as the Portor Festival, which is in August and is known as the Hungry Ghost Festival. Then there's the Vegetarian Festival in October, the Songkran in April, which is this gigantic water festival that symbolizes cleansing our past misfortunes. Alright, let's talk about healthcare in Phuket. Something amazing about healthcare in Phuket is that it's relatively cheap and they have a good reputation of providing high quality medical attention. The two main private hospitals are Phuket International Hospital and Bangkok Hospital Phuket, both of which have English-speaking professionals and great medical doctors and staff. Make sure you plan ahead though by researching different private health insurance options before moving abroad. But generally, plans are much more affordable than the USA. Woohoo! Last but not least, friends, is the topic of retirement visas. For both retirement visas, the LTR or long-term resident and the non-immigrant O-A visas, you need to be aged 50 years or older. But if you're under the age of 50, don't worry, there are other options available such as the tourist visa or the elite visa. For the retirement LTR visa, the category is called wealthy pensioner. You'll need to have an annual income of at least 80,000 US dollars. Or if your annual income is less than 80K but over 40K per year, then you can still apply but must have a $250,000 investment. A policy went into place earlier this year saying that expats that stay in Thailand for over 180 days must pay taxes on foreign income. But some great news is that you are exempt from paying those taxes if you have the LTR visa category wealthy pensioner. And with this LTR visa, you are required to report your stay in Thailand every year. Another nice aspect is that this visa can last up to 10 years. The only downside is that the financial requirements may be too high for some. This leads us into the other type of visa, the 1-year non-immigrant O-A. Reporting your stay in Thailand must be every 90 days. The financial requirements are to have evidence of monthly income amounting to $1,800 a month. If you multiply that by 12, that is $21,600, which is significantly less than the financial requirement for the LTR visa. So you must have that evidence of $1,800 monthly income or a copy of a bank statement showing an amount equal to or more than 22,000 USD. So this visa type may be a better option for those with not the financial means to apply for the LTR. So out of all the topics discussed today to living and retiring in Phuket, which one stands out the most to you? Please let me know in the comment section below, and to not miss out on more financial tips and retire abroad content, please kindly click that subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.